What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Jujutsu Kaisen 0 review, breakdown, ending and post-credit explained video. Jujutsu Kaisen is one of the breakout animes and a total and utter joy to watch. This movie is based on the prequel manga that the movie takes its name from. What sets this apart from other anime movies is that it is not only canon, but can also be enjoyed by people who haven't seen the show. I was very intrigued by the Demon Slayer movie, but I hadn't got around to watching the show yet, so I could not watch it until I had at least finished season 1. This allows people to enter the world via the movie, and let me tell you, it is very, very worth it. If you have seen the movie and you haven't seen the show, you've got time to catch up, as we won't get the next season until 2023. I'm not sure if they will pull a Demon Slayer and retread the movie plot in the next season. I hope they don't. I personally was not a fan of that, as well. I didn't want to watch a show and just see the movie that I'd already seen, but we did get some extra content, but I digress. While the series follows Yuji, an athletic student who ends up hosting a powerful cursed spirit, the movie here follows Yuta, who is incredibly different and is heavily cursed, and just like Yuji will be, he is recruited by the man with the most lovely eyes, Gojo, as it's the only way to keep him alive and afford a stay of execution. He doesn't take to the world as confidently as Yuji did, but I like this story that the movie follows a lot better than the show, as I feel that it gave the whole student school story and the other people a lot more time to breathe and didn't get as convoluted as Yuji's intro to the show did. Yuta gets recruited and is in the class with Panda, Maki and Togi, who of course we know from the show, and well, we get some great bits with them. He's been bullied all his life and is cursed by a former childhood friend, but not. Yes, he actually ended up cursing her, as well he had a lineage of a great sorcerer. So while we spent the movie thinking that he was cursed by her, he ended up cursing her to try and keep her alive, and this would then follow him around for the rest of his life after she was killed and cursed. Now, I love the dynamic and relationship with the class, and Gojo really shines in this movie as the charismatic teacher. And if the writing is as good as this in season 2, then oh boy, we are in for a treat. But of course, this is adapted from the manga, but you know what I mean. We get some great moments with each one of these students, as poor Yuta is sent on a mission with Maki to take down a curse, and it's truly a trial by fire, as he's looked down on by her, as she struggles to be accepted, and she kind of seems to be a bit jealous of his power and his strength, despite him just being, a newbie, a nobody. And, well, she wants to be accepted deep down, just like he does. At the elementary school, they come across a huge cursed spirit, which almost kills the both of them, until our boy Yuta is able to summon the power of a cursed Rika and release it fully to save the kids and Maki. He realizes that he needs to train, and I love the message here that by training and working on himself to help channel his curse into his katana, which is absolutely metal AF by the way, and working with others, he is becoming more confident. It's not long before he is sent on a mission with Togo, and it's not the simple mission they were expecting, as we get some hype action, and it was so cool seeing the cursed speech user go ham with Yuta. The action is stunning, with the demon defeated, and Mappa really provide the absolute best canvas here for this show to exist, or movie, sorry. It turns out that Gato, a sorcerer who was exiled, has set up both the elementary school and the shopping centre curses, which is why they were stronger than we thought they would be. While we got to understand Maki over the course of the movie, I found the most touching subplot was with Yuta meeting Togo and the pair working together, only for us to be told that, well, the pair are the same, having both been cursed as kids. Geto, the villain here, is a charismatic and eccentric villain. It's clear why Gojo and him were best friends pre-exile and why Gojo still harbors a friendship for him. He hates how Jujutsu users are subservient to protecting normal humans, and, well, he wanted the strong to be in charge. He has awful views and has amassed a following. He is able to absorb curses, and he takes them off of people, pretending to be a healer. But in secret, he is using them to eventually further his goals of killing all the monkeys, as he calls them, the humans who can't use the powers. His aim is to take control of that curse inside Yuta and use it for himself. Like I said, he can actually use and take the curses. This curse in Yuta is wild, as like I said, Yuta and Rika were childhood friends, and even got Foe engaged until she died, and Yuta, having been a descendant of a supreme powerful sorcerer, like we learned at the end of the movie, he cursed her to stay alive. Now Geto declares war on Tokyo High School and its alumni, and wants to take out all those who oppose his views. It's an interesting idea, and it's cool to see different views on how society should work. The showdown at the school was very powerful, and Yuta stands up for his friends, but Geto's plan later is to distract everyone, leaving our boy alone so we can kill him and absorb the curse, which is a special grade. Geto is a superb villain, perfectly animated and voiced, as well as being kind of funny, but he's bone-chilling when he needs to be. He is, of course, later in the manga and possibly the show as well, he will be involved in some way. I won't give any spoilers. The war starts and we get Geto's team filled with unique characters appearing as curses, as, well, they're unleashed. I liked how it was strictly not really team versus team, but absolute chaos as Gojo squares off against our foreign sorcerer, and, well, the other teams are actually buying time. I like the other sorcerers and the different ways that these characters are introduced, and we know that out in the sticks, if you're a Jujutsu user, you are shunned and treated like rubbish, like the poor girls who have turned evil, and other countries have different views, of course. But, well, Gojo goes absolutely ham like he did in the first season, as he realises what's going on and sends Panda and Togo to assist, and Yuta and Maki are there in the action, jaw-dropping action, as Yuta accepts his fate and finally makes a deal to fully have Rika's power and spend forever with her, meaning he would die, but he needs to defeat Geto because friendship, of course, it's anime. And this fight is probably one of my favourite I have ever seen. Geto is defeated as his minions escape. I did like how the rival jutsu users were explored too, and the wider world just looks so very curious. Geto is finished off by Gojo and said something to him. It's probably something about being friends, and Yuta's lineage is explained, and the curse is spent, and Yuta's free to carry on. What a first year, for that boy at that school. It's not over though, as Geto's followers are out there, and we see Miguel in the post-credits scene friendly with Yuta as Gojo turns up. This possibly teases season 2 as Yuta trained with Miguel, but returned to Tokyo in the manga, so we could see him in the show. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I absolutely adored this movie. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you want to see in season 2? And, well, I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.